to me straight.
This will not be a quick death.
What do you need? Don't worry about me.
There we go. Okay, hold on.
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
I didn't mean to fight some more zombies, unfortunately.
Cut you down to size.
Okay, hold on. Oh, you have a baby Yoda and the Pikachu. Oh, dude, I like it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I know, right? Hey, Darth, what's up, man? How you been dating so far? Okay, my dudes are really tired though. We just saved, right? Yeah, let's just sleep. Cool. Dude, I don't know what's up with this farm land here, but it's filled with zombies. Well, like, literally filled with zombies.
Give me power.
Tell me, you want it? You got it.
Luckily, zombies are pretty easy to kill. Like, it's not, like, hard, but... Yeah, what's been going on, Darth, man? Have you been, like, how's work situation going?
Your worthless lives end here.
Do you have any plan on printing anything else, Lippin? Like, what's your next project?
My blade will cut you down to size.
Target props, nice. Do the ship. Damn. What I would love to print if I had a printer would be either props or stuff that are related to The Expanse. Dude, are you serious? You've never heard of The Expanse? Do you have Amazon Prime? Because you can watch it on Amazon Prime. Yeah, New York has been pretty... This works with Seymour, so she got a bunch of those pay-to-view services for... Oh, that's unfortunate. What I mean, I'm not advocating that you pirate it, but if you so happen to pirate the show and watch it, it's my favorite sci-fi show ever. The best thing about the show is the fact that everything that is kind of technological in the show makes sense based on actual real life physics. Like they don't go into like techno babble stuff. Everything is just like it's grounded into actual physics, which is amazing. No, the Space Cop is like one character out of the bunch. So the first season is kind of split between two groups of people. So you have a group, like you have a group in one ship, and they're like their adventures and stuff, and then you have one cop that's trying to find a missing girl, and their stories kind of intermingle, and you also have the political stuff going on at the same time. So it's basically almost like Game of Thrones in space. So there's like three factions: Earth, Mars, and the Belt. The Belt is the asteroid belt where the a bunch of miners live, and they're basically kind of almost they're almost like slaves. Like nobody gives a shit. Like they're super poor, and they're really like abused by Earth and Mars. And Earth and Mars are like the two superpowers. And there's 4 seasons so far. It's based on a series of books. And what's cool is there's a... so they're pretty freaking close to the books. That's the thing that people that have read the books say, is that like it's not like Game of Thrones where they really go off the rails at some point based, on the books. In this case, it's literally like almost the books, just like on TV. And there's they're up to season 4 now. They already filmed season 5, so it's going to release eventually. And what's cool is there's 8 books already, and the 9th book is being worked on. And every season is a book, and the author are releasing a book every year or year and a half. So the show is way behind the books, and it's not going to catch up to the books. So it's not a case of like eventually they'll run out of books and they'll start inventing shit and it won't make sense anymore. They literally are never going to catch up to the books, because the TV shows release once a year and they release a book every year, so it's almost never going to catch up. It's really good, dude. Like I literally binged watch. Back in the day when the first season came out and the second season came out, I watched every episode more than once, and I stopped, and I came back around season 4 and I rewatched the entire thing from season 1 to 4, and I binged that in like, I want to say almost a weekend. Like I didn't sleep, or barely. Like I just watched. I was so into the show, I couldn't stop watching. It's so good. It's ridiculously good. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, dude, there's not enough good things to say about this freaking show, man. It's I hate when that happens. Oh man. Like I love everything, dude. I love the culture behind the different faction. I love the fact that like the Belters, the miners, their culture is based off of like African or like South African stuff, and so they use a lot of African words throughout their language. So they speak in English, but sometimes they'll use like expressions in African, and it's really, really cool. Mars is like super militaristic, and then Earth is like, it's no longer just like a multitude of countries. It's like now one, like it's now the UN essentially is now they control the entirety, they represent the entirety of the planet. The countries don't matter anymore. It's like Earth as a whole versus, Mars versus the others. And everything makes sense. Like, even the way the drives in the ship to travel makes sense. The way, like, a ship will dock to a station, so they'll go forward towards the station, then they'll turn and then they'll push in the other direction to slow themselves down as they're trying to reach the station, which is what a normal ship, if we had those kind of drives, this is exactly what we would do. Like, it just, everything is awesome. Like, people that lived on Mars, they don't have the same gravity, so like their bones and their body is like not like used to being like on Earth, and the Belters, it's even worse. So for them, they have to take like supplements and stuff to try and be able to survive like on an Earth-like environment. Otherwise, they can't. People of Earth really dislike being in space because of they're not used to the no gravity at all. Like it's really nice. Anyway, I've said enough, but yeah, watch the show. It's good. Also, surprisingly, the show originally, season 1 to season 3 was on Sci-Fi. Season 4 is now on Prime. So, surprisingly for a sci-fi show, I thought the special effects would be kind of lame. And it would be like bad CG. It's really not. Like, it's super freaking high quality. It looks like a movie.
I've got this.
Yeah, exactly. They did. And the show, instead of being canceled, they shopped it around. And Amazon was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm picking this up. And they renewed, they saved the show essentially. And now they apparently the viewership for season 4 was so freaking high on Amazon Prime that they like, they were like, let's make tons more of that. Like, that's crazy good.
Give it to me straight.
You're
Oh yeah, they canceled the Magicians.
I've done had enough of this.
Really? The thing with The Expanse, I thought, because it was the most watched show on their channel apparently, but the thing is, I think they canceled it because it was too expensive to make. Dude, I wanna buy the books for I wanna buy the Expanse books, dude. What's cool with The Expanse is that, like, instead of being one author, like George R. R. Martin or J.R.R. Tolkien, they were like one dude writing books, right? They're called James S.A. Corey, I think, or something. And I say they're called because they are more than one person. They're actually two dudes writing the books, and they collectively created a third name, and they're using that name as the author's name for the books. The Witcher seasons, but The Witcher is not on Sci-Fi though. The Witcher is on Netflix. The Witcher was also good. By the by, in case you haven't seen it.
Your worthless lives end here.
I need to understand what's going on with all these zombies. You binged it? Yeah. It was pretty good. Like, I'm excited to see more of that. They were filming season 2 and they had to stop because one of the actors got sick with the virus. You've seen Game of Thrones, right? It was Tormund. The wildling dude? Yeah, the Norwegian guy. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Wait, what was the deal with Wenrick? Hold on. What was his deal again? Because we killed all the zombies.
Hello, pal.
Run these farm zombies or something. I can understand if you can't stomach the task, but just between you and me, real personal, like, I don't know who else is going to do it. All of us has been going for a week now without sleep. We've counted 20 zombies or so keep track as you kill them. If that's your plan on doing, once you've got them all, I'll come back here. Perhaps you should use Char's divine power to set them on you just to take your money. Please, ma'am, we're at the end of our tether. We're just common folk. The offer stand. I pray you'll do the right thing. But did I not kill already 20 zombies?
Pal.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Thanks, that's been really generous of you. Maybe we can all finally get a wink of sleep yet. Here's that 150 gold piece we promised you. If you had more, we gives them to you. Okay, well, good. Okay, so I did the thing. There's nothing else in this entire area. That's weird. We can't leave to the side because the wall here is blocking us and the trees. And there's nothing to walk on water. There's no bridge or anything. So this entire part of the map is just useless.
Don't worry about me.
Your acquaintance I am glad to have made.
I'm trying to meditate, adventurer. Come and see me later. Okay. 101 meter of plastic? Wow! Dude, just you wait and watch The Expanse. You'll wanna build all that stuff too, I'm sure. There's some pretty cool fucking ships in there.
What you want?
Redirect.
Tell me. Don't worry about me.
No, not you.
Yep, I'm gone.
Give it to me straight. You want it? You got it.
I care not. I'm gone.
What's the name of the ship you want to build? I haven't watched the show, so I don't know what they are, but I can look it up. Story of Amn. Amn is a good fortune to have abundant natural resources. Some would say Amn is the richest land on the continent. This has worked in Amn's favor for generations, because even if they were conquered, the new masters would be gentle, looking to gain wealth from the land rather than to put it to the torch. Amn has been a center of trade and commerce for as long as anyone can remember. Oral traditions handed down from father to son tend to support a theory that Amn has been a trade center for at least 800 years. Unfortunately, written records are difficult to find and often incomplete. It would seem the typical Amnian citizen was too busy trying to fill their coffers to write down events of the day. Amn has always been more interested in the present and the future than the past, and this makes an accurate history difficult. The best records, the business papers of the oldest trading companies, are jealously guarded. The fear of revealing trade secrets is stronger than the call of history, so the average citizen knows very little about Amn's past. It appears that Amn of 100 years ago was very much like the Kalimshan of today. Each major city was basically an independent entity, bending together for defense when necessary and fighting for control of territory and profitable trade routes to the rest of the time. A particularly brutal trade war began 24 years ago, with each city exacting prohibitive tariffs on goods imported from the others. The trade war escalated and city troops began to raid caravans sponsored by other cities. In a matter of months, commerce was brought to a halt. A number of cities were under siege, and war threatened to engulf the region. Into the breach stepped a young merchant named Faze Salimshant. Faze was smart, charismatic, and very well connected. The Salimshant trading house was one of the oldest and richest in Athkatla. He secretly contacted representatives of the 5 other richest merchant house in Amn and started to plan. The first part of the plan involved the careful sprinkling of rumors about outside threats. One involved a pirate invasion from the Nenenther. Another was about a massing of orcs just on the other side of the cloud peaks. Thays even started a rumor about an elf army in the forest of Tethir, ready to pounce on a divided Amn. None of the rumors were true, but they began to turn people's thought towards unity, not war. Thays knew that if he and the other members of his council were to take control of Amn, they would take broad-based popular support. They would need. Tensions between cities and merchant houses were still high, so to get that support, Saddam Chant and the others agreed to drop their family names and never use them again. When news of a Council of Six spread throughout the land, many people accepted their rule. A group that would unite Amn under one rule, governing from the benefit of all instead of one city or trading company over another, was indeed a welcome change. The council raised an army at great personal expense to quell the few pockets of resistance that remained and have been in total control of Amn for the past 22 years. Really interesting. It's pretty cool.
What do you need? You want it? You've got it. Tell me. Don't worry about me.
Wait.
I've done had enough of this.
The
Give it to me
Daedalus.
straight. You want it? You've got it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Look up the Rocinante, spelled like that.
What do you need?
I'm gone.
Tell me. You want it? You've got it. You want it? You've got it.
Yep. I've done had enough of this.
No, Valette the gods we've read. As long as she stays here, we can loot the room. Well, maybe not that one, I'm not sure.
I serve the
No.
flaming fist.
You're a queen. I'm gone.
What do you need? I've got this.
So long as she stays there, we
Want
could
it?
loot the
You
other
got it.
thing, but not. Ike.
Step right up, step right up.
There is? Nice. Hear the tale of dread placed before thee. Join with me as I, adventure extraordinaires Ike Cascadion Vendar, lead yet another group of brave souls through the very seat of danger in the realms. The Durlag's Tower we shall go and witness the perils that have taken the lives of hundreds of courageous men and women. See the horror of the treacherous traps. Feel the presence of the long-languished dead. Marvel at the wondrous wealth buried below. Not for the weak of spirits, as I will not be held accountable for any heart failure during or after our expedition. Step up, one at a time. Ah, good people of noble blood, we would throw down the gauntlet in the face of chance. Come see the lengths a man must go to protect what's his. A special package deal of 60 gold for your entire group. Not that you would need a discount. Okay, what happens if I say I want to go? They will fill my quota for this trip. We leave forthwith. Remember to kiss your loved one goodbye, for you may never see them again. Meet me at the base of the tower. You would surely be killed without me, but fear not. Only I can enter where others fear to tread. Okay, so he's going to the tower. Good for you, man. I know of you. You are an odd countenance. I can count pretty darn high, too. I have need of you. What say you to this? Whew. I do not know what to say. I do not know who you are. I don't know you are what you intend. Speak your mind, and then I will decide. Sensible. You may truly be as you appear, but it still must test to assure your nature. I would ask a task of you, that you retrieve an item lost some time ago. You will be sent from this place to another place, and when you have